coming. This is the Broken Spirits live action film panel.
Wait, this isn't the Boo Boo panel?
Boo and the
Dwarven Twinkets. Boo Boo and the Twinkets. No.
If you guys talk, I'll never get through my introductory spiel.
Oh my God.
You can talk after.
Go ahead.
I'm not talking, Steve.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Vic. Vic knows how to behave.
Really?
We'll never... So anyway, what happened is somehow I shot a film. I'm not sure what happened. Actually, one day my roommate and I, who is here, Joseph Medina, co-wrote this. We had this crazy idea to write a screenplay that was very, very low budget and in one location, and I happened to have a location in the middle of the desert, which my actors love.
Yeah, thanks for that, Joseph.
Yeah, so we wrote this, and I said, hey, you know, I'm this budding voice actor, and I know all these awesome voice actor, talented people that maybe would like to be in my film. And so I talked to them, and most of them said yes!
Wait a minute, I think most of them. There was a few that said no?
There are, and I will be outside. I will be outside in the hallway, and if you give me $10, I will tell you a name for each $10 you give me. You did not come in the film. I'll tell you in the hallway.
Would not do this film.
Right. So you know, and when I wrote it, I kind of wrote different. I've worked with Christina Vee for years now because we had our own very silly web show called Anime Olympics. How many of you guys know that? Anime Olympics? Yeah. All right. Yeah, some people know it. Okay. Yes. Vic was on it. So we put him on the street. She has the, is that it? Yeah. You need to sign that for her. That's an actual prop from our show.
Oh my gosh, is that the one that we used down on Noah's? I love you.
We gave that away as a prize at one of our panels. So we had a silly web show, Anime Olympics, that for some reason Christina Vee decided to actually do with me. Doug! Awesome that you're here. Everybody say hi to Doug. Hi, Doug is cool because he works for G4. So, yeah, hit him up later for stuff. So you know, they said yes, and I wrote some of the roles specifically, like for Christina, to be my girlfriend. So,
hey, whatever it takes, man.
Yeah.
I get this movie. I see you as the lead opposite me, of course.
Yes, I think
yes. It's very action, you know. It's not like there's love scenes or anything, okay? It's very action sci-fi. Sorry, if that's what you're looking for. We do go to a sweat lodge, though. So we do kind of take off some clothing to get in there. You can see Richard Epcar with no shirt on.
It's kind of scary, actually.
So I wrote that role for Christina, and I wrote Vic, a role as my brother. Yeah. Because I've always wanted to be Vic's brother, really. So I said, hey, I can get him to be my brother. And we have a great scene together. It's amazing. And so we're trying to get some of that footage to you. We do have some pictures and things like that. What we have for you is a teaser trailer. After the first month went by, we took a bunch of the cool action-y clips and put them together. Now, the trailer doesn't really explain what the movie's about or anything like that, but it does show, you know, what we're doing, some of the action scenes, things like that. We have some great special effects. Christina gets horribly mangled, which you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see this one. So,
that's not the worst of it. What's going to be shown either? There's
even more.
Yes.
Christina gets a rough time of it in this
She
film.
should get a stunt bump for all the stuff she did.
I have huge bruises still on my hip bones from last weekend.
That was just from the audition.
Didn't I tell you guys not to talk yet?
She got those bruises in the same scene as Richard had his shirt off.
That's so wrong. Good morning.
I
gotta sing.
I think I'm going to show that clip now.
Do we have a guy?
Yes, can you show the clip number 1, please?
Should we lower the house lights a little bit?
Yeah, I will do that.
You get the full impact.
Here's our teaser trailer for Broken Spirits, and then after I'll actually explain what it's about.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Broken hip bones.
Wait, you turn this up and turn that down.
Broken, yeah.
Sweaty spirits.
That is it, pretty much.
We also came up with broke back spirits.
That's the scene with you and Richard.
I won't quit you.
Okay, here you go.
Here we go.
Turn it up, turn it up. Here we go. And Anime Expo is supporting us.
Oh.
It's Mike Spencer.
Oh.
Pull his brains out, do it!
Whoa.
I see Kyle Hebert out in the hallway, who has a cameo in this.
Come on in.
Kyle has a cameo,
Hi, Kyle.
which you'll have to see in the film. See it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what it's about. Basically,
Every time I see that, I want to drag Christina through the river.
this was a brutal movie. 9001. So basically what happens is 4 young people go out into the desert to a sweat lodge. Have you guys heard of a sweat lodge? Right, you know where some people died?
Yeah.
It's like this new agey thing where you go to sweat and have this spiritual experience and get closer to yourself or nature or spirits or whatever happens. So these 4 people go, and then they end up in a different dimension.
Oh.
Yes, and in the other dimension, there's 4 evil spirits who are there to steal their bodies. So, and the main evil spirit, I said evil twice, because he's that evil, is played by Spike Spencer. Shinji from Evangelion. And so he's the guy you saw at the end shouting, "I will have my gold!" Because these are 400-year-old dead spirits who are cursed and stuck in this alternate dimension because they stole Indian gold. And so they want to come back. Yes, they want to come back and they have to steal our bodies to do it. And so they put us...
Wait, isn't Indian gold corn?
And
I'm just asking.
I would also like to welcome the director, Peter Bumpus. So these people go, and they're led by a spiritual guru who runs the sweat lodge, which is Richard Epcar. And so he plays Godric, the spiritual guru. So we have a scene here, a clip between him and his assistant, Ira, who's played by Avi Melman, who actually is producing an anime called Guardians of Luna. Okay, you should check that out if you haven't heard about it. It's on Facebook and stuff like that. So what we have for you is the second clip here from the film. You can see Richard.
See right here, for guys. Ah.
We're saving the shirtless scenes for later.
Nice.
So we got everyone down the hill and sent them on their way. Surprisingly, no one wanted a refund. We could be onto something here. A 30-minute experience. We could do 6 to 8 shows a day. Finally start making a profit.
Ira.
Ah, right, you get burned out too quickly. Okay, so 4 shows a day, and we hire a second shaman.
And how are we supposed to explain that during every ceremony, 30% of our audience disappears into thin air?
They came back last time. I'm sure they know the way back. Wherever it is they went.
We let them go to an unknown fate.
There were 4 paying tickets.
Is that all it is to you?
6 months ago, you and Murphy were living hand to mouth up here, talking to the snakes, and drinking that tea that he brews in the mucky water.
And has nothing to do with poverty. That's just the way Murky makes his tea.
Finally on your way to being somebody. In 12 to 18 months, we could be set for life. Let's put a lid on this and move on.
So we spent 21 days shooting. Most of the days were spent in the desert. What are you laughing at?
When you pause, you go, we spent 21 days shooting, and I was going to go, that scene.
They seem like that.
That's the whole movie, folks. You just saw it. We did, and we were in the desert. I mean, we went through excruciating conditions. If you've ever been in the desert for any length of time, you know that in the morning, it's very cold. And then it gets very hot, and then it gets very cold again. Not only that, 30 miles an hour winds were the slowest winds that were out there.
Sandstorms.
Yes.
It's hard to emote with sand blowing in your eyes.
Just one?
No, save your questions to the end.
I'll put my hand up.
I'm a teacher. You can keep your hand right up. All right. So, and you know, Christina was dragged in the water, dragged through the sand. Okay. We dragged
a kitchen. Dragged in a kitchen.
Oh yeah, beat up in a
I
kitchen.
tried to drag her to my trailer.
He was dragged.
It didn't work.
Because we had no trailers.
I'll be in my trailer.
I had a crappy trailer.
And Vic is an accident victim we put in there, so he looks like he's dead. We'll get to see some of that probably. So do we have our last, Robert, Peter, do we have our last clip with the tech guy? Has he got it? Oh yeah, we'll see if it comes
off the DVD.
All right, well, what I want to show, and then I'll let the other guys talk about being on the movie, is some behind-the-scenes photos of the film. So it's got sets a little bit of music. So clip number 3, if you would, Roy, please.
Can we lower the house
Wait
lights a
for
little
it.
bit? Is that possible?
Wait for it.
Okay, apparently.
That's clip number 1.
Apparently not. Lupin, lower
It's
the house
one that
lights,
says
will you?
pictures on it. DVD pictures.
Get Chicken to lower the house lights.
So anyway, oh wait, maybe that's it. Okay, no, that's it.
Is that? Yes? No.
Yes. Shot in the desert, and we went through a whole lot of difficulties, but we had a lot of fun also.
It had sand in every orifice of our body.
It did. By Wednesday, usually, I had, there we go, some set photos. There's a, all right, yeah.
Maybe Greg.
Pick play on that, and we'll see some of that. Yeah, there's hit the play thing. It's just going to discolor them all unless you hit play. There you are. This is my band, by the way. So cameraman, back camera. Christina Vee help us. I hate sand right there. Yeah, she gets beat up more than once. Sons of Anarchy. Oh my gosh, it's me and Vic in a car accident. I let all these people talk and they'll never shut up.
You haven't shut up. What are you talking about?
I'm in charge. I'm the executive for this.
Allison Floyd is here. Come on up with the panel.
I want to bring up
Allison Floyd, one of our actors.
That's what I was just going to do. Allison Floyd and Robert Amico, who plays my dad.
Come on up. What about our director, Peter Boy? Come on.
We'll get him in a second.
Steve, I liked your music.
Thank you. That's a punk song that was in one of my bands from years ago. Guys. And Peter Bosch, the director.
Yes.
So, I want to just let my wonderful actors talk about their experience on set with it. And I don't know, I think I'll have Christina go first. She's my big... No, you're not ready? Okay, I'll go this way. I'll have Vic go first. Are you ready? Okay, he's ready.
Vic was born ready.
I had a lot of fun.
This is a short panel.
Wow. Actually, the scene that we did, the one scene that I do with Steve was a pretty bad car accident, a really bad car accident. And it became very difficult to stage a car accident, so we actually did the car accident.
Oh.
We only got one take at it, of course. But we wrecked the car and got really hurt. Of course that's not true. Oh my gosh. Christina's like, oh my God.
You say Gallagher?
No, it was a lot of fun. We had a good time that one evening that I was able to be a part of it, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. It's a pleasure to be working with these guys on this.
Yes.
I had a blast on this. It was a lot of fun. Everyone was great. It was a great cast and crew. We had a wonderful time, and for me, it was an opportunity to play a really interesting character who was kind of a shady shaman kind of a character who basically gets redeemed a little bit at the end and actually kind of helps save the day a little bit and rescue some of the people in the other dimension and do battle with the demons and all that. So it was a wonderful character to play because I had a lot of different levels. He was silly, he was serious, he fought, he was, there's a lot of different things to play. So for me as an actor, it was a lot of fun to do, and I was very, very grateful to Steve, Peter, and Robert, and all these guys for choosing me and letting me play this character. I just had a blast. I'm not grateful to these guys for turning on the lights.
Actors, what can you do?
Go ahead.
And as for me, it was a completely new experience. My main thing is voiceover, and I did plays before. I've done student films, but this was my first time getting to live with the character for so long. And it was really challenging to find this character because, as you'll see, she's been hurt in a really deep way. And so, yeah, I was really happy to have the experience, and also I learned why Kristen Stewart is always doing this in every single movie she is, because this ruins takes. It ruins it. So yeah, so I feel her.
That's why they've been to stable guns.
We had a makeup person just waiting around 10 feet away when we were out in the desert to spray her hair every 10 seconds because, yeah, she would do this wonderful take and right at the end, right in her
It was
face.
like 50-mile-an-hour winds that
It
were
was.
blowing sand and everything in our faces. And
It was very interesting trying to act like the sun in your eyes and like the sand in your eyes, and like I think in every single scene I'm like this.
and we all look like we have ticks because we're all like doing this. The sand is blowing in our eyes.
Actually, a lot of takes, what we would have to do is open our eyes as wide as we could, even though the sun was shining and there was dust blowing, because we don't want to look like this on camera, so we had to. So, I mean, at the end of the day, my eyes were, I had to have some crew drive me home 2 of the nights, because I couldn't open my eyes anymore. I couldn't see, it was all blurry from the wind and the sun and the sand and everything, so I had to smoking pot. Where did I find you guys?
I have to say, I was so excited every time I got on set because we had this amazing makeup artist, And so I'd get to go and she'd do, you know, I didn't look like myself after she was finished with me. And it was
great.
Yeah, she was wonderful. And yeah, I had a
She
lot of fun.
didn't look like herself. You look awesome right now.
Thanks.
Clap for that. Why do you think I cast her? Duh.
I thought it was because I was shorter than you.
And because she's sort of, I'm not a tall man.
That's what he told me on day one, is, oh, I cast you because you're shorter than I am. Like, thanks.
I was kidding. Kind of.
Yeah.
We brought Kyle out for a day.
That's right. Yay. And I had a really, really good time. You know, I come from the world of voiceover. I don't really do a lot of on camera, and I've been wanting to. And this was different in that I didn't have to audition and wait to hear back and all that. I already knew Steve. And Steve's like, I would really like to have you in my project. It's like, all right, cool, I can do this. I went out and I saw the dedication of the whole team, the cast, the crew, and all that. We made this drive out. Actually, I carpooled with Allison to Palmdale. And it was a beautiful drive out in the morning. It was just gorgeous. And then, of course, I'm susceptible to sunburn no matter how much sunblock I put on my head. So I got a little lobsterish during the day, despite just slathering it on like Crisco. But yeah, it was cool. It was really, really fun. And a nude scene, yeah, they kind of forgot that. I did a compromise because it's like, Steve, you didn't tell me that people were going to get naked. So I started to take my shirt off.
He signed the contract.
I have to get naked, you have to get naked.
I never read the script. I just said, I want you to be in my movie. And I said, okay, on blind faith. Okay, cool. It's like, what do you mean everyone's getting naked?
We'll fix it in post.
That's right. Can you see your really studly chest, all muscular and everything?
Yes.
Thank
It'll just be
you.
this 2D chest that follows him around when he walks.
Awesome, stunt chest.
You're the same guy who did 300.
You can talk.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Erin, how are you? So this was a really great experience for me because I was kind of in the same boat as Steve, whereas I've been here in LA for 4 years, and I went to NYU Film School. I had a great degree, great background, and just it's hard to make a living in this industry. It's hard to get started, and so when he said he wanted to make a movie, wanted me to be part of it, I was great. Let's do it. So the character I get to play is kind of one of the more cynical ones, who does not get to go to the alternate parallel plane, unfortunately, but I do have one encounter with an evil spirit. I won't tell you how it ends. But it was a really great time. It was hot.
It's creepy.
Yes, it's very creepy.
Is it sexy?